Alright, so first up we're going to have Wendy. Well, Wendy, as you can see, is engaged. So she has to fight. It is a flesh eater, 2 health, no modifications to her attacks. She currently has a 2 for her attack, which isn't great. But let's remember, if we look at her character board. Actually, you know what? Let me just move this over here while we're doing this. So, boom, put that there with her. So, she gets an attack of 2. She could disengage, but I don't really think it's going to do her any good. I think she can kill it because she has Delilah. After you deal damage to a monster as part of an attack action, you may deal 1 additional damage to a monster in your space. So, if she can at least do 1, we can use Delilah to do the second, which will kill this flesh eater. So that's what we're going for. So here's her attack. Okay, that's horrible. Can't do. Okay, well, that's the worst. Right. So, I guess her second action. Gosh, I guess maybe she should evade. I think she's gonna evade. Disengage and exhaust monsters equal to yours. So she's gonna try to evade this flesh eater. Now remember, her special ability. Before or after you perform an additional action as part of an evade action, you may move up to 2 spaces. Before or after you perform an additional action. So she can, if she successfully disengages and evades, she can move up to 2 spaces. And if she had tried that first, she could go ahead and perform an additional action. Well. No, perform 1 additional action. So she can still do that. So she's just looking to get 1 success on this evade. Ooh, barely. But she got it with a 6. She evades. So this monster is going to go back out on the board. Not with her. Yep. Exhausted. There. Now she can move 2 spaces. She's going to move 1, 2 to there. And that's going to be her. That's her move. Her additional action. She has a focus limit of 3. So let's give her. Let's go ahead and give her another combat, another strength. Yep. Just in case she gets into trouble like that again. Alright, cool. So that is her. She is done. Next up, we've got Jenny. Jenny is over here in the general store. She is going to go to the Historical Society. She's trying to get down here because she has all these remnants. She might as well. And there's a couple of Doom down here she could get rid of. So, I mean, I'm kind of running a risk up here. But given that that's here and there's 2 clues there, I think I'd be better served doing it this way. So she's going to move 1, 2. She's going to go ahead and spend $1 to move that extra space to get to here. And she is going to ward with 3 dice. No, she's going to ward with 1 dice. I don't know, I keep grabbing more than 1. Alright, let's see what she gets. A 3, no joy. Okay, cool. That is her turn. She's done. And Norm is going to where's he moving? I can't read my own writing, y'all. He's gonna go to the graveyard, I guess. Yeah, I think he's going to go to the graveyard. And he's kind of taking a risk a little bit here, but that's what he's going to do. With 3 lore dice and boom, 3. Dang it, I did it again. He's blessed. 2, 2, 1. No way to reroll those. No. So, he loses, as a result, his blessed condition. So, I'm taking that off. So, this goes away. He no longer has the blessed condition as sucky. That is what happens. It is a fickle world. Okay. That's our actions. Monsters. Each ready monster activates. There are no ready monsters. Double checking everybody to make sure I don't miss something. No ready monsters. Each engaged monster deals damage and horror. Nobody is engaged. We've taken care of them all or exhausted them. And then finally, all exhausted ready. So, there we go. Alright, so let's do some encounters. Let's go to our characters. And we will do encounters. We'll start with Wendy, who is at downtown. Not Southside, downtown. And La Bella Luna. Okay, so we didn't get... the Clever Club beneath La Bella Luna is the best place to gamble away your hard-earned cash. Hassan better friend here, says the croupier. Roll them. Roll 2 dice. Roll 2 dice. Okay. Okay, so roll 2 dice. We use the blessed dice for effect. Oh, God, a 2. That's horrible. On a 2, 3, or 12, you lose the bet and tip the croupier. You discard $3. So basically, she just lost that $1. So it'd have been nice to win 5, but not the worst card in the world. Certainly. Okay. Next up is going to be Jenny. She is in Southside at the Historical Society. So here's the Southside card. Historical Society. Browse the collection of the Historical Society and comment about a particular place that stands out to you. Why this isn't part of the collection, says the curator. How did you get here? I suppose you better take it with you. You gain 1 Curio item. Okay. Alright, let's go take a look at the cards for items, Curio items. Secret page, token of faith. Wow, okay, everything is an option. Her lore's pretty low. So just start this item for an investigator in your space to recover all health and sanity. Yeah, that may be the ticket, honestly. I mean, the other stuff would be nice, but just to be able to completely obliterate... Yeah, she's going to take the healing elixir. That could be really, really save somebody's hide later on. And the replacement item is going to be 45 automatic. Oops, sorry, You get +3 as part of a combat action. Okay. So, not too shabby for her. Next we have Nathan, who is Rivertown in the graveyard. Rivertown in the graveyard. Not a clue card. Dang it. A canine figure lurks in an open grave, gnawing on a severed limb. You loose a mighty roar. Test will. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know why a mighty roar is will. But 6-6-4-3, so that's 2 successes. If you pass, the ghoul flees and leaves behind the remains of its meal, you gain 1 remnant. So he is going to get a remnant. Yep, and that is that encounter. So that is all of the encounters. Now go to Mythos Phase. Oh, God, here we go. Alright. And we are starting with Wendy. She gets a clue first. Okay, clues are good. Clues are good. The clue is going to come from Uptown. So, let's put that right there as a reminder. Secondly, a blank. Okay. Not too bad. That's good. She was the most damaged. Don't want her to get a whole lot of crap stuff going on. Jenny gets a blank. Okay. Second is going to be monsters. She's good. And she's going to be good. The monster is going to be another flesh eater. Okay. So let's go put that flesh eater on the board. Spawn at the unstable space. Well, currently we don't have an unstable space card out. We have a discarded clue card. If there's not one out, the unstable space becomes where you start, which means it will go onto the general store. Next, that is her 2. Next up, Norman. Alright, come on, Norman. Okay, a doom. That's not the way to be. East, Hibbs Roadhouse. Oh, gosh. It has to be Hibbs. Okay. Well, we've got to get over there and do something about that now. For sure. He may have to teleport. Second is Reckoning. It's not too bad now. We don't really have a lot of Reckoning stuff out there. That is just going to be adding a Doom to the scenario sheet. And we'll go over here. That puts 2 Doom on the scenario sheet. Interesting. We've got some work to do. So I will add Uptown. Where's Uptown at? Right here. So boom, we'll put that right there. I'll shuffle that in a second. While I decide what I want our investigators to do. We got some work to do. Alright. So what are we gonna do? Well, let's start with Norman. So this is an issue. So we're gonna have Norman use his special card, the Find Gate card. So what does the Find Gate do? As an action, we test our lore, and if we pass, we move to a space of our choice with 1 or more Doom. Alright, so that is going to cost us, sorry about that, that is going to cost us 2 sanity. We are going to put those 2 sanity on the Precious Memento, so that hopefully that will come off if we can get lucky enough to get a clue. We're going to test lore with a 3. I'm hoping this works. There we go. There's a 5, 4, and a 3, so that is 1 success. So he is going to move from the graveyard. He's going to go all the way up there to Hibbs Roadhouse because we've got a situation up here. Then he is going to take his second action and ward again with the 3 dice. gosh, really? 1, 2, and 3. That's horrible. Wow, that is quite unfortunate. Okay, that takes care of Norman. Jenny, down here, she is going to ward with 3 dice. No, sorry, with 1 dice. Might as well before she moves. Should she? Actually, you know what? No, she's not. She's going to move. 1, 2. She's going to pay $1. Oh, goodness. To move 1 more. I'm taking it off of her sheet. Trying to, anyway. To here, this flesh eater is going to engage. She is now engaged. Oh, sorry. I forgot I got to leave these guys up for you guys. Down for you guys. She's now engaged with flesh eater. Her second action is going to be an attack action. She's going to get... she's going to get 6 dice. No modifier for this flesh eater. Trying to get 2 hits. If I don't use this thing, these are probably going to go all over the place. And here we go. Looking for 5s and 6s. Come on, we need 2 of them. There's a 6. Wow, that's only 1 hit. May add 1 to the result of 1 die as part of the attack action because of her. What was that? That was not a hit, but we're going to make this a 5. Using her twin guns. That's its ability, so that is 2 hits. That does take out this flesh eater. Boom. And she gets another remnant. That is now 3 remnants. Yep, that's now 3 remnants for her. What's she going to do with all these remnants? Alright, cool. And finally, Wendy. She's going to gather resources, so she's going to take $1. Put that on her board, and then she is going to move to Independence Square. Really just trying to put some space between anything that might pop up down here. And now she's got $1 and decent will. It's kind of like a 50-50 shot with observation down here. I didn't really want to focus with her, so there really wasn't a whole lot else to do. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's what they're doing. Monster Phase. Each ready monster moves. So this is going to move. It's going for the highest strength. Norman is a 3. Jenny is also a 3. Well, everybody's a 3. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually, of course, it's heading for Norman. It will engage Norman. That sucks. Should have used the better die. Alright. Ready monsters activate. Each engaged monster, which it is now engaged with Norman, does 1 of each. So Norman now is going to take 1 of each. So boom and boom. So he takes 1 and 1. I'm not going to put it there because that would destroy that. So we're not going to do that. That takes care of the monsters. Now back to the overhead. Each exhausted monster readies. We don't have any monsters exhausted already. And we do the encounter. Now, he's engaged, so he cannot have an encounter. Wendy will have an encounter in downtown at Independence Square. So, let's see. Let's get this over here to the characters. Independence Square. Okay, this is the clue card. This is good. The sinkhole in the square has revealed a rare object. You gain 1 Curio item. Okay. So let's go to the cards. 1 Curio item. So Everything but the 45 automatic. uh, wow. Okay. What should we go with? Let's. Oh man. She got decent observation. Yeah, she got good observation. I'm torn. No, I can't take the weapon. All right, so I'm thinking either Token of Faith or I'm taking the Token of Faith. That's what I'm taking. Boom, done. Token of Faith, and it will be replaced by the Elder Sign Amulet. Ooh, holy cow! Sorry, forget that doesn't autofocus. Once per round, if 2 or more horror would be dealt to this card, prevent 1 of that horror. Nice. Okay, so the rest of that. If you suddenly the earth shakes, test will. I don't know why I'm holding that up here. Let me just sit it right there. Suddenly the earth shakes, tests will. So that is going to be 4 dice. No, sorry, 3 dice. A 4, 2, and a 3. No joy. If you fail, you are too frightened to move. Suffer 1 damage. Dang it. She needs to quit taking damage. I guess we're going to put it on Delilah. I mean, yeah. Yep. That's what we're going to do. Okay. That's, it's Wendy. She did not pass. Okay, so here's the deal. She didn't pass. This is a clue one. So what that means is this actually goes back into the top 3 again to potentially be drawn. All right? So that's how that works. Even though she did gain something from it, she didn't pass the test, so it does go back. Okay, so that takes care of Wendy. Jenny, she is at the general store in Rivertown. So let's see what's going on in Rivertown. The general store. Okay. We got another one here. Jenny, Rivertown. The store is busy, but as valued customers receive assistance before others, you may buy any number of common items from the display. As you shop, you hear plans to explore the complex system of caves beneath Arkham. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Okay. She gains that clue. That's awesome. She can buy any number of, what did it say, common items? We have common weapon, common curio cards here. So really the only thing that she has an option to buy, she has $3. So the only thing that she could buy is the leather coat. Yeah, so she'll just go ahead and buy the leather coat. Might as well, right? Yeah, she's going to buy a leather coat for 3. Because remember, she's got that special action trust fund, so she can get at least $3 back pretty easy. And that item will be replaced with the lucky cigarette case. Once per round, you may add 1 to the result of a die while resolving a test. And I keep wondering why those are showing up backwards. It's because I set them down backwards. Makes so much more sense now. Cool. But she did get that, so she does pass. She does pass that encounter. Whoops. So there you go. Norman can't because he's got that. That's the encounter phase done. Now to the Mythos phase again, starting with Wendy. All right, come on, Wendy. Okay, monster. We have Ghoul Acolyte spawn at unstable space. currently that is the graveyard, so it's going to spawn the graveyard. Okay. Ooh, it's a lurker too, so we'll just have to go there and kill it. Next is headline. How does she keep getting those? Okay, you choose one non-epic monster in any space. Okay, and then you suffer damage equal to that monster's remaining health. So, there's only one monster. Gosh. Which is this ghoul acolyte. Is it? Okay, hold on a second. Choose any number. You suffer damage equal to that monster's remaining health in each feed. So, instead of choosing that one, I'm actually going to choose the one attached to Norman. I'm going to choose this one. So she's going to still take 2 damage, which is quite unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. She's going to take 2 damage, but at least it's going to get rid of this off of Norman. So she's going to take 2 damage. She's going to put one of those damages on Delilah, which is going to defeat Delilah completely, and the other one will go on her. So these go away. Delilah goes to the bottom of the ally deck. She did serve her purpose. And it says you defeat it. When she defeated it, that monster did give a remnant. So, I mean, I guess you want to look at the bright side. She got a remnant. I mean, at least as a positive for sure, it does open her Norman up. Only 2 left in the bag. So, what's the order we draw them out? Oh gosh. First one is a Doom. It's going to happen in Rivertown at the Black Cave. So, that one there. I'm not going to go to the board for that. And then the last is another Doom. Double Doom. It happens at the Historical Society. Okay. Historical Society. Uh-oh. Gosh, there's 3 there now, too. Ugh. So she's good to go. Then everything goes back in the bag because it's empty. We give it a good shuffle, and Norman pulls 2. Doom. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Rivertown. All right. At the general store. It's not great, but honestly, as long as it's not East Town or South Side. And Monster. This is next one. And we pull the Eyeless Watcher. Spawn at the Unstable Space. Well, that is currently the general store. Oh, which is right where Jenny's at. So it immediately is engaged with Jenny. And it has 3 health. Wow, okay. That's kind of rough. So, let's take a quick look at our positioning here. What's going on? Well, we've got major issues over here in East Town. Major issues down here at the Historical Society. Yeah. So, I'm thinking... Yeah. We have to deal with that stuff ASAP. Okay, alright. Let me have a second to think, and we'll be right back. Okay, what are we going to do now? Well, we've got issues down here at the south side. We have issues up here at Hibbs Roadhouse. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to we're going to ward Hibbs Roadhouse up here with Norman. Try to get this down. He's got 3 lore dice. So we're going to shoot for that. Alright, so let's go watch Norman roll. Hopefully 3 successes. That is not 3 successes. That is 1 success. I suppose 1 is better than none. Then he... Yep. Then he's going to roll his find gate again. He's going to take 2 horror again. I'm going to put that directly on him. Gives him a total of 3 horror. And he's going to roll 3 lore dice. And we want a success. There's a success. Okay, so he can teleport to anywhere with Doom. He's going to go down here. Now, he's not going to be able to do anything ward-wise, which is unfortunate, but it's going to position him. And that's the best we can do. That was major threat. Still is a threat. Those 2 places needed some attention, for sure. Yeah, that's his go. He is done. Now Jenny. Well, first thing Jenny has to do is she needs to attack this Watcher. She is going to get 3 dice plus another 3 dice. A total of 6 dice against this eyeless Watcher. So, yeah. She really needs to kill this. Okay. Did she get any hits? Oh my god, she got no hits. Like, at all. Okay, so she's going to use her special ability card. It says once per round she can take a sanity and a horror. I'm going to put them both on this card. The search for Izzy, and she can reroll any number of dice. She's going to reroll every single one of those dice. Come on. Come on, this has got to be better. Here we go, 6 dice. Okay, there we go. A 6, and a 6. There is our 3 successes. That does take out the Watcher. Nice. And she gets another remnant because she apparently didn't have 4 of those is not enough. Now, I debated this next part. I debated having her do research, but I think Wendy's in a bit of a trouble, more so. So I'm actually going to have her move to the street space as her second action. And the idea is now on Wendy's turn, she is going to also move into this street space. And she is going to initiate a trade action, taking the healing elixir from Jenny, getting it to herself. Now, it takes an action for her to use it. So she's not going to be able to use it yet. But she has it. She's definitely the one with the most issues. And I'm trying, if you remember the other playthroughs, what am I trying to do? I am trying, if I lose anybody, then I stop. I'm done. I know the rules say you get another character and you continue on, but I like the challenge of trying to just... Where do those dice go? Oh. I like the challenge of trying to complete it with the original 3. Plus, that gives me, gives you an idea of the game, it gives you an idea of the scenario, and if I don't beat it, well, then you've got something to look forward to when you play it. So, alright, cool. That is everybody. That is everybody gone. Now we go to the monster phase. ready monsters activate. The only readied monster we have, I believe, yes, is this ghoul. It activates, and it is a lurker, which means it doesn't move, but it places 1 doom at the unstable space. Currently, the unstable space is right here at the general store. So, 1 doom at the general store. Not bad. Engaged monsters deal damage. We do not have any engaged monsters. Exhausted monsters ready. We don't have any exhausted monsters. Now we go to the encounter. So, let's do Jenny, Wendy, and then we'll do Norman. So, Jenny first. Let's go to the character sheet. So, it's a street space. The type of street is a bridge. So, Abner Williams, the town drunk, is leaning over the edge of the bridge, and for a moment he seems he might jump. Test influence. Jenny's influence is a 4. Okay, so this is a good one for her. Okay, that should have been a good one for her. She fails. If you fail, yep, he curses and staggers off. Okay, so nothing happens there. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to show you these cards. I'm just going to read it, because that way I'm not spoiling those cards potentially for you. Alright, second street space is for Wendy. Bridge again. Can't find the source of the persistent psst at first until you think to look under the bridge, where a disheveled-looking Joey the Rat Vigil is skulking. I need to raise some funds and quick, he says. You may buy 1 common item from the display at half price, rounded up. There's nothing in the display that I could afford with the $1 that I have, so that does absolutely no good. Alright, so that's those 2. Street space. Unfortunate. I really would have liked to get this, but whatever. Norman, down here in Southside. And he is in the Historical Society. What do we have here? I'm not showing you those now. You asked the curator, Mr. Peabody, to let you borrow something from the Society's collection. Test influence. Oh, God. An influence of 1. That's horrible. Not enough. If you fail, Mr. Peabody explains at length that these items are of historical value and aren't for your use, so no joy there. Alright, cool. That is the encounter phase. Now we go to the Mythos phase, the crappiest phase of the game. We start with Wendy. Poor, beat up, tore up Wendy. What are you going to get? Okay, she gets a blank. Okay, that's good. Anything for her not to take damage. Second draw is going to be another blank. Oh, wow. She just got lucky this time around. Awesome. Jenny. Well, that means 2 of the 3 blanks are gone, though. So some. Okay, Reckoning. Okay, that's another Doom on the sheet. So we're going to add that to the scenario sheet. That is now 3 Doom on the scenario sheet. Remembering that 8 is the magic number. Where it gets even more bad. And we have Doom for her second. And the Doom draw is going to be in Uptown at Hangman's Hill. Hangman's Hill, okay. Not great. Going to put that over there. That's 2 at Hangman's Hill. Take care of her. Headline for Norman. Oh, crap. Add this card to the Codex and discard all other rumors. Each invader's health is reduced by 1. What? Oh, no. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Oh, this game is the worst. No. Okay. That means everybody, so this is a 4, 6. This becomes a 4. She already has 4 damage. That means that she dies. Man, I had one turn, and I get to freaking use the healing elixir. That sucks. She didn't have enough money. There's no way for me to get that to her. If she'd had more money, she could have moved. Yeah, she could have moved up there and handed it and been able to have her do a trade, and then she could use the action to use it. But because she didn't have enough money to get to her, she had to use one of her actions to move to get it. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, hey, this game ain't for sissies. Yeah. Man, that sucks. I didn't progress the story at all. Nothing get on here. And the next turn I was going to do... okay, let's just see. This is going to suck. The next turn I was going to do research with both of these. So let's just see if I would have been able to progress that. Observation. So she would have done observation. She's got an observation of 2. All right, so she would have put 1 on the clue sheet. He's got an observation of 3. He would have put 1 on the. I've got a couple on there. Yep. Golly. Okay, well. Listen, guys, you know me. You know I play it straight. That's what happens. That is what happens with this game. Wow. It's still fun. Don't get me wrong. I still like this game. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. But, I will say this. I do understand why they have people, investigators, and say when you lose one, put another one in, because it's definitely not easy to win this game. And the way it scales, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like playing with 1 or 2 investigators as opposed to 4. You can do. You have more time because like with 1 or 2, you're not drawing, but just 2 to 4. You're drawing a lot less of these. But the problem is when you get something like a gate burst, or you get some of these encounter cards that are like, doubling up, where it's putting 2 doom in a neighborhood, and you happen to just be way out of the way, it really, really, really makes it difficult to get there. So, I feel like it's harder that way, but at the same time, if I have 4 people, that's awesome. But, look at this. 1, 2, 3. So 4 people, that means I'm drawing 8 of these. So there's 4. So there's 4. 4. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So I'm basically every other turn emptying the Mythos Cup completely, which is like 3 monsters, 2 headlines, or 2 monsters, 2 headlines, a gate burst, a reckoning. That adds up super quick. But hey, I love it. I love this game. I recommend this game if you're looking to get into Arkham Horror. I think that this is a good place to start, just because there's so much stuff. And don't get me wrong, Cat Weasel, I love your channel. If you ever watch this video, you probably never will, but if you ever do, I love your channel. I love watching your playthroughs. You are an insane madman. I don't know how you keep up with all this Arkham Horror 2nd Edition stuff. Probably a lot easier when you started from the beginning. I have personally not really ever played 2nd Edition. I've watched a ton of playthroughs, and for me, this seems a lot easier. But I can understand with the things that go on in 2nd Edition over time, all the expansions and stuff that added, the mechanics and all the different ways of doing things. This is definitely different. and I can, even though the theme is the same, I can understand and appreciate how people like Cat Weasel do not like third edition because it is very different from second and mechanically, and so I can understand and respect that. For me, this is much simpler. It is harder. There's not as much going on, but I do still enjoy it. And second edition has a lot of stuff over time that's been released. It's going to be hard for you to get everything off the expansions and whatnot. So third edition is relatively new, more in print. FFG has just released this, and they're continuing to add to it. I hope that they will do something with Eldritch Horror at some point and do a third edition. Although I would wager that probably if they do that, we'll see. We'll see how similar it is to this. If it's very similar to this and you weren't a fan of this coming from second edition Arkham Horror, you probably wouldn't be a fan of the other either. But we shall see. That is something they haven't released. That's just pure speculation on my part. But in any case, this is horrible. I'm assuming that the ghouls take over the world at some point. I don't know. We didn't progress the story enough. But there you go. There's a playthrough of Arkham Horror 3rd Edition Feast for Umordhoth. I'm probably butchering that name. I'm sorry. I do not know the lore and the pronunciations well. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you have any comments, anything that you saw that I screwed up rules-wise, anything that you have seen that I could have done better, definitely want to hear the feedback. If you guys, hey, listen, I just did this playthrough with Jeff, who is also a YouTuber, on his channel. Check out his videos. We just did a playthrough live stream with Too Many Bones. I love to do live stream. I want to play with you guys. Look, this channel is about look, I work a full-time job. I'm not here to be a YouTuber that's going to make tons of money. In a dream world, I could do this all day long, but I'm not to that point. I probably will never get to that point, and I don't pretend to think that I will get to that point. So, Board Game Losers is about community. My game group, you guys saw the video recently of Kevin, who is a friend of mine who actually works with me. He's part of the Board Game Losers, our core group. He's going to try to start doing some content as well, so definitely check his stuff out when it does drop on the channel. Show him some love. But listen, if you guys have something you want to play, let me know. BoardGameRoamer@gmail.com. Send us an email. Leave us a comment. And if it's something that we have or something that we can get, then we'll get it, and we'll get with you, and we'll do a live stream, and we'll play. Or if you don't feel comfortable streaming onto the YouTube and you just want somebody to play with, we can still do that. We won't put it on the channel if that makes you feel more comfortable. We're just here to play games with you guys, to give you some content that you enjoy, to introduce people to the hobby, to just have fun with the amazing community that is board games and board gamers. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. I am Justin, aka the Board Game Roamer from Board Game Losers, and I will see you, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. Bye, guys.